Movies, TV, sports, flicks. Movies, TV, sports, flicks. Movies, TV, sports, flicks.
The Captain Talk Flicks.
Movies, TV, sports, flicks. Movies, TV, sports, flicks. Movies, TV, sports, flicks.
The Captain Talk Flicks.
Welcome to the Captain Talk Flicks podcast. I'm your host, the Captain Cortez, aka Mr. Love, and this is where we talk flicks. All right, welcome to the podcast where me, the Captain, talks about movies, TV, sports, flicks, anything you see on the tuber screen. I like to give my unique perspective, because after 46 years of being on planet Earth, I've developed a unique perspective about these movies, TV, sports, and flicks. I didn't tell you about it, because just maybe you care. And according to the stats, looks like you do care. I want to give a big shout out to Mexico. Got some plays over this past week. Gracias, gratitude, todo rabá, and Mexico. ¿Cómo estás? ¿Cómo te llamas? Me llamo the Captain. You know what I heard about Mexico this week? I heard you got a company over there that makes avocado beer. It's like beer out of avocados. Just when I thought I heard it all, now I hear about a beer made from avocados. The wonders of the universe will never stop. So one of these days, even though I don't drink, I might have to try that beer out of avocados. So gracias, gratitude for listening. Appreciate that. And just FYI, back there with School Bay Radio DJ, but I never got a job. I think I never got a job because I never spoke multiple languages. If I just would have spoke multiple languages, that would have gave me the knowledge I needed to become a radio DJ. But I didn't. And that allowed me to become the greatest podcaster in the Matrix. Something to debate. Might be true, might not be true. But I said it on the internet. So it's got to be true, right? Because everything on the internet is facts, true, false, propaganda, fake news, the Matrix, avocado, beer, lemon, lemonade, kombucha, energy drinks, pop, soda, coffee, tea, water, spring water, European spring water, American spring water. I don't know. I didn't make the internet. Ask the people that made the internet. So when you're online, just be aware, just watch out. Anyways, I can ramble all day, but I won't. It's great in the podcast. But first, a word from our sponsor. Ladies and gentlemen, do you listen to rap? Well, guess what, ladies and gentlemen? My homie, my buddy, my compadre, my home biscuit dropped a new album called KOS, Knowledge of Self, by the artist known as Rhyme Artist. And let me tell you something, ladies and gentlemen. This dude can rap. This dude can rhyme. He got ferocious beats, ferocious styles. His wordplay is phenomenal. He's an MC in the truest form. He's one of my favorite MCs on the planet. And I can call this man my bud. Cool dude, very cool dude. So if you want to hear some dope hip-hop, some dope hip-hop, I'll put the link below to the album Knowledge of Self by Rhyme Artist. Check it out. Now, let's get on with the podcast. Ladies and gentlemen, I am back once again. Because this is like what I do. I don't do anything else. All I do is podcast. Podcasting is my life. I live for podcasting. I breathe podcasting. Me and podcasting are one. We're one being. That's it. That's all I do. I don't do anything else. I just talk and talk and talk in this microphone. And sometimes people listen. Yeah, like Mexico listened to that. It's cool. Very cool. So anyways, yeah, somebody's listening. So yeah, I did that. I just got done dancing a little bit. You know, it was late in the afternoon. I was drinking a little something. And started to dance. Move the body around. Shake and move my body. Getting this weird, dancey, trancey state of mind, which is so freeing. Feels so good. So a good way to unwind and relax. Move the body, rest the body. Get the mind to unlock and open up. Very cool. Just did that. Very fun. So got done doing that. And now it's time to podcast. And ladies and gentlemen, put on your tinfoil hats. I got my tinfoil hat on right now. Put yours on. Because we're going down a rabbit hole of ancient aliens. So homeboys, home biscuits, home girls, home peeps, put on your tinfoil hat. Because we're going deep. We're going deep down the crazy rabbit hole. And we're going to talk ancient aliens the alien brain. That's what we're going to talk about. So make sure that tinfoil hat is on because we're going deep. And let me start with this. One of the things I got out of the show was that basically everybody has ESP. According to this episode, everybody has ESP, extra sensory perception. You know, like psychic powers, like Professor X, like telekinesis. I know it sounds crazy. It sounds absolutely wild and craziness. But this is what they said in the show. It's not what I said. This is what they said in the show. I watched the TV show and that's what they said. I'm not saying I said this. This is what they said. Ancient alien theories suggest, they said it. This lady in the show, she said, bro, Captain, I'm telling you right now, everybody has psychic abilities. So let's just start with that. According to the show, every human being has it. They just got to practice and work at it. Now, do you even believe that's a possibility? Can you think about your brain? Like, think about your mind right now. Think about your brain and what it does and what you do with your brain on a daily basis. Maybe work in an office. Maybe play sports. Maybe go to school. Maybe work a job at a coffee shop. Maybe you build like machinery. Maybe you build microchips. Maybe you put on tires. Maybe you fix cars. Maybe you fight fires. Maybe you like clean streets. Maybe you pick up trash. Maybe you deliver mail. Maybe you sell stuff. Maybe you work in I don't know what you do. But whatever you do you think it's possible that your brain, the one that you got right now is hearing me talk, could do psychic stuff, could do ESP stuff, could do like, crazy, weird mental stuff? Do you think it's possible? Do you think your brain has the potential? Because according to the show, everybody has ESP. That's like one of the main things they said over and over again. Everybody has it. Your brain has it. You gotta use it. So, that's a crazy statement, right? I said, put on your tinfoil hat because we're going to talk craziness. But that's what they said. Maybe it's true. Maybe it's not. I'm no expert. I'm no expert in aliens. I'm no expert in ESP. I'm no expert in tinfoil hats. I'm not an expert. We just explore these words that are being said on these shows. And that's what they said. So ponder that for a moment. Think, could my brain do psychic stuff like they show in X-Men or the comic book movies? Could it do those kind of things? Is it possible? Maybe it is. Maybe it's not. And they go on to the show to say that, basically, because it all links back to aliens. When you meet aliens, this is how aliens will communicate with you. Aliens don't have a mouth, apparently, or they have it, they don't use it. They don't talk like we talk with words and sounds and languages. They talk to you through mental telepathy. I know it sounds crazy. It sounds absolutely crazy. It's like X-Men, watching the X-Men movies. Professor X, telepathy, bro. But that's what they said. And these are not my words. This is the show saying that. They said, I'm no expert. I'm just talking about what I've seen on the show. But maybe you can, maybe you can't. But also on the show, they said the mind, the brain is just so undiscovered. There's so much untapped potential in the brain. According to the show, but our brain is just a lot going on that we don't know about. Now, as someone that practices meditation on the regular, I've been practicing meditation for years. I don't necessarily believe the ESP or don't not believe it, but I will say personal experience with meditation, it seems to have opened my brain to new ways of experiencing the world. I wouldn't quite call it ESP, but I will call it a new perception, new experience, new ways of creativity. In fact, if you listen to episode 1 of this podcast and you listen to this episode and you compare the two. Now, when I did the first episode, I had just started my meditation journey. Okay, episode 1, go back, check it out, listen to it. Now, I had just begun meditating. Now, fast forward to this episode. I've been meditating for I can't even count the days. It's been 7 years, maybe 8 years, regular meditation. And you can hear the difference in the podcast. I'm not saying it's meditation, bro, but it might be meditation. So I'm just saying that possibly meditating can unlock the brain to be just more creative, to just access more creativity, to just be more open to ideas, possibly. I don't necessarily think that's psychic, but there's something's happening. Seriously, go back and play episode 1. Just check it out. It's on this page somewhere. Play it. Listen to this. Say, hey, bro, something to that. Because you sound a lot different. Yeah, I've been meditating the whole time, and somehow maybe the meditating is somehow enhancing the podcast experience. I don't know. I'm no expert. I'm not a brain expert. I'm not a psychic expert. I'm not a podcast expert. I just do these things. But you'll notice the difference. So anyways, they talked about that. So they also talked about being like in a trance-y-like state. Now, they just said about the meditation. Now, when you meditate, you've been doing it for a while. You practice meditation. Your mind, your state of being, does kind of get in this interesting trance-like state when you're in the state of meditation. When you have the breath a certain way, close your eyes. It is kind of an altered experience of life. And according to the show, doing that will somehow access all these ESP things. Now, my personal experience, I don't feel I've experienced that. But like I said, something's definitely different from doing it. And also, additionally, to get in that trance-like state, they talked about you could like do dancing. Like it could do dance. Like these ancient cultures would dance. And they would get in like trance-like states. I just told you a few minutes ago that I dance to that. Now, when I dance, got a little bit of music playing, I'm moving, grooving. There is some kind of heightened mental vision, experience, awareness that I can't quite explain, but something does happen with that. If you just move to the groove, feeling the vibe and the music, the mental will shift in an interesting state of awareness. It's just an interesting state of being. I've experienced that firsthand, and I do see images more clearly and vividly. And I'm not saying it's psychic, bro. That's not what I'm saying. Because I won't quite use that language, but there is some kind of altered, different experience, for me at least. So, now you hear this podcast, you're hearing what I'm talking about. Have you tried dancing? Have you reached those states of being? Have you meditated and reached those states of awareness and being? I don't know, try it. Maybe you never meditate. Maybe you never dance. But first of all, if you never meditate or never dance, forget all the ESP and all this ancient alien talk. Just meditation and dancing will make you feel better. Yeah, if you don't, you should. I highly recommend it. It will make you feel good. And maybe along the way, you become psychic. Maybe. Maybe you'll be able to move objects with your mind. Maybe you'll be able to have telepathy. Maybe you'll be able to remote view. Maybe you'll be like Nostradamus and see the future, bro. I don't know. I'm not sure. At this podcast, I talk about stuff on the tube. And this was on the tube. That's what they talked about. They talked about all this. You want to see for yourself? Go watch Ancient Aliens, the alien brain. Oh, and of course, you know why our brains do this, according to the TV show? Because the aliens made our brain grow. The aliens manipulated our brain, enhanced the brain, and because they enhanced the brain, now we have these skills and attributes to our brain that was unlocked by the aliens. Yeah, it's always come back to aliens. Aliens basically made us who we are, according to the show. Now, I don't necessarily believe that, but that's what they're talking about. Ancient alien theorists theorize that. So I know it's been a while since I talked about ancient aliens. I just discovered that I have ancient aliens on one of my streaming services. I was like, oh, there they are. There's those aliens, bro. Don't let me go down the rabbit hole again. I was going down that rabbit hole for years. Friday nights, oh yeah, ancient aliens on the tube. And now that I discovered ancient aliens on the streaming service, and I haven't seen some of the episodes, oh, we're going down that rabbit hole. We're going down the rabbit hole, bro. I'm not saying it's aliens, bro, but it's aliens. So, next few months, there might be a lot of ancient alien talk on there. I'm thinking we're bringing it back. Because it's really interesting subject to talk about and to go down the rabbit hole. Very interesting. They talk about a lot of interesting, crazy stuff on there. It's very fun to think about. So anyways, thanks for listening. Gracias, gratitude. And who knows? Maybe if you meditate, maybe if you dance, maybe your mind will be enhanced. Who knows? Maybe it will, maybe it won't. But anyways, thanks for listening. Appreciate it. Gracias. And until next time, we'll see. Help others get ahead. You will always stand taller with someone else on your shoulders. Bob Moad. Until next time, it's Captain Peace.
The Captain Talks Flicks.